Hey everyone, it's Friday. Welcome to New Day. And I am Marsha Grace, your modern meditation mentor. And today, as we had started last week, I said, well, let me share with you what I think I put so much time and effort into that I think is really beneficial, I should say, for many people, because it's helped me. So I guess that's a good reason, right? So my book, Calm, Creative, Joyful, which you see back there, this is my second book in the series. And what I decided to do is to share with you the thought for the day, because it's an inspirational daily reader. That's really what it is. And so I'm going to share with you today the thought that comes on day 63. And that thought is, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Now, there's two thoughts there, right? Being the light of the world, which we talked about last time, and forgiveness. So they're two very deep, shall we say, deep ideas, right? Because when you think of yourself, do you think of yourself? Let's just recap that. Do you think of yourself as the light of the world? Probably you haven't heard that from too many people when you were growing up. Oh, yes, little Johnny or Susie, you're the light of the world. Yeah. I doubt that you heard that. I know I sure didn't. And not because our parents didn't love us or our teachers weren't happy with us or any of those things, but simply because the nature of the world doesn't really function like that. Our tendency in our ego minds is to be concerned about the negative things, about the things we have to watch out for, about the things we have to protect ourselves from. So we don't tend to focus on the positive, even though it may be a given, right? Oh, yes, I love my child very much, but I may not go around telling that child how much I love them every day and every minute. I'm more concerned with what I have to worry about to make sure that child is safe. So it makes perfect sense that we haven't heard a lot of that about being the light of the world. But being the light of the world really takes on even a different, a greater implications, because to be loved is one thing, but to be seen as the light of the world is something, I think, in a completely different category, wouldn't you say? It means that you light up people's lives, that you have something that people can really benefit from, that people will love about you, and that really helps them. So being the light of the world, I'm sure, is something we all aspire to. I certainly hope so. I hope you aspire to being the light of the world. And, it's not because, I think it's just simply because it's a good thing to do. You feel good, I feel good, everybody feels good when we come from that place, from that kind of mindset. So that's the light of the world part. The other part is the forgiveness part, which is the part that I really wanted to start to talk about today. And I wrote down some things about, because I actually I wrote a blog that will be posted on, tomorrow or Saturday probably, or Sunday. So it'll be available. And if you're interested in receiving it, you can just go to my email and sign up for it, ask me for it, and I'll be happy to give it to you. Because I'm going to talk about forgiveness. That's what I wrote about this week. And so what is forgiveness, right? What is forgiveness, and why? We all know what forgiveness is, right? You're forgiving somebody for something they did to you, right? We all know that. Okay. Or at least something you think they did to you. Maybe they didn't even do it. Maybe they didn't realize they were doing it. Who knows? But in our minds, we're forgiving somebody for something we perceive as they having done to us. That's a typical definition, I would say, of forgiveness. So on a very mundane, simple level, how would we perceive, let's look at it from the other point of view for a minute, about what would be the benefit of forgiving, right? What would be the benefit? Because I know it's not easy. We have in our minds, valid reasons for not wanting to forgive X person. However, what are some good reasons for actually forgiving somebody. And so the first one, which makes perfect sense to me, is that you're the one who's stuck with this negative emotion, this, all this stuff that's going on inside of you, and it remains unresolved. As long as you cannot forgive that other person, you're in this, crazy state of feeling uncomfortable. And I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't like feeling that way, and I don't want to feel that way. So forgiveness is a great solution to that issue, right? Okay. Another reason, do you know, and this is a case, that when you are unforgiving, when you hold grievances against other people, you know who that hurts most? Yourself. The other person may not even know how you feel. Maybe they do, but maybe they don't. But you sure do. And the fact is that if you hold on to that grievance, to that anger, without resolving it, you can be sure it will come back to bite you in the you-know-what. It will, because anger held in causes depression, it causes illness of all sorts. It could be physical illness, it could be, because your mind now is not functioning, you're not focused, you're not clear, and, accidents happen, all kinds of things can happen when we hold on to our anger. So that's another great reason to forgive. All right, another one. And I go into more detail on these points in the blog that hopefully you'll sign up to read. Okay. And the other great thing about forgiveness is that if you're willing to forgive, guess what? That distraught relationship, that relationship that's been severed in some way, that's been possibly almost destroyed, can be renewed, because the forgiveness can patch you up. Forgiveness is like glue that sticks you back together. And isn't that wonderful? So you can have this wonderful renewal and maybe even a greater rebirth of that relationship than before, because perhaps now you'll have a choice to really be honest with each other and come from a place where you can really share what you're really feeling and really base it on authenticity. So isn't that a great thing? Okay, so there are some reasons why, some really, really crucial and important reasons why forgiveness is so essential for your own peace of mind. Hi, Michael. Glad to see you here. Hi, Edward. Who else is here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Steve, hi. So that is, I guess, what I want to say today, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know it's Friday and you have things to do and places to go and people to see and and go and love them, right? Go out and love and forgive today. And next week we'll talk a little bit more about forgiveness, because it's a really great topic. And until then, I say blessings and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.